up everybody, welcome back to Doki Later. Every time I play this game, I get this like disappointment of my life. Anyways, let's get started. Here we go. Right, waterfall. Sticky. Aura. The words are getting more cute. Poof. Anime, sure. Vibrant. Vacation. Sugar. Destiny. Marriage. Comfort. Pleasure. Blanket. Nibble. Art music. Chocolate. Determination. And silly. Pretty much Undertale. Okay, I'm gonna turn on it. I got this like full light, so I don't have to turn on the light of the entire room. Just like, it's a lamp kind of. Anyway, another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. But I'm a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Going to the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi Fred. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. Just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. See, it's a very simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. It's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that all of a sudden? No reason really, I just want to take a look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and it gets open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. Knew it. See right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. You didn't even know. Simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to me. Haven't I done this? Hang on. I've done this. Huh. We'll load up the wrong save. Oh shit. I might have loaded up the wrong save. Let's look at that. 11:10, 10:11. Oh no. Do the entire thing again. Oh. Turns out I didn't. This is just repeated for some reason, which is weird. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to go for a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money, so I've done you something. There's one more thing, you're always hungry. So not only, wow, I'll give up, don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, then, I didn't notice that she was late. I wasn't listening or anything, it was just something in my boat. Here, we tell Fred to Barbie, so that's, don't give me a wall. Besides, you should only got what you've been responsible for, and frankly, I've been a little mistrust. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. Ooh, nah, I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't have much, but it's not there's no way you could think that. You're right, though. I did something bad, now I have to accept the retribution, that. Still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside of us all, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club of and told me, but you're not coming for the cupcakes, so I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Nowhere, so I smack Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Plop! See, this is new. Cha! Ow! What was, A cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. Slowly seeing her reaction though. Natsuki, so nice of you. So happy. Sawyer hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sawyer brutally tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sawyer claps her hand in her mouth. Bit my tongue. Going through a large over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours looks real good too, Natsuki. You can't try it. Jeez, beggars can be choosers, but yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. So he gets out of her seat and goes by Natsuki, then wraps her around her arm. Oh jeez, I get it. Cookie's still in hand, Natsuki squeezes up and nudges Sawyer out of her. Sawyer suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's. I'm not sure if this is repeated. So... hang on, I gotta recheck because this stuff feels repeated. It was the exact same, except for this part. And which you can change, by the way, so it's not the same. Looking for something in there? Freaking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna miss it out? Suki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it unless you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway? I had to bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? You don't read manga. I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pulled out the stack. There it is. Mitsuki snatches it out of my hand. She turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Not much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. Well, I get a closer look at the box she's admiring. Parfait Girls? So serious, I've never heard of in my life. That's probably means it's evil. Wait, out of my demographic, or is it simply terrible? If you want to judge, you can do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of my voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Fred. Consider this a lesson, straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. That's the title of my first episode. In fact, Suki pulls out the first volume of Perfect Girls in the box. Also, I'm going to show exactly why. She shoved the box right out of my hand. Start to cover. It shows 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly low. Is this Perfect Girls like the game? Or just stand there? Wah. Natsuki wears more and pulls me into the closet and then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her sitting room. You sit there, wooden chairs would work. Seat? Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read all at the same time like that. Yeah, what's that? I guess it's easier to be close like this. Don't say that. You make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and squashes an inch away from me. Sorry. Didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's practically a bad thing. Open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again reaches closer, reclaiming their additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I see her peering over my shoulder. She's more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, so long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through all the volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I finish the series. Are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happening yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like a bunch of friends in high school, typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for a lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot? Well, obviously. I think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot. I mean, I guess I know what you're saying. Well, the beginning is about self-revenge. Like, there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop, but that just helps you get to know the characters, and besides it's still entertaining. But later on there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get into the backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen, that's really what makes it good. There's so many touching parts. How's that so? Sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? Wah. Basically, gives me a little shove. Just meant that I haven't seen you. I haven't yet seen you at your full power. Good save. Now this chapter seems It's about baking. It is the game! This is just a guess, but there's a lot of baking in this manga. Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment, as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. What's that matter? Doesn't, I was just curious, since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. Just happened to get into baking around the same time I got to this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's a manga. I feel bad for anyone that's that impressionable. Shit. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Oh, I can skip the stuff I've already read. That's why this. Oh! So I don't need to read. Okay. Well, that saves a lot of time in this video. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Like mentioned, she's real good at it, so we might judge. We'll read on for a few more minutes. Finished a couple chapters at this point. You're sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read, well, fine with that, if you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something I like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? I don't like it that your eyes moved. That's not. Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? When you share manga with your friends, could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. Well, I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge. Much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Which part? I mean, I feel like I can't keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. By the way, just, for a thumbnail, which I probably won't use. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. I can't win, can I? It was paid off in the end, didn't it? And here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Oh jeez, that's enough of your eyes. You're gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. Flip the page. Suddenly Natsuki starts laughing. Totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori. Why does that sound so familiar? It's one of my favorite characters. Oh, the movie, Minori. I always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when, shouldn't be talking about that yet, just finish just the chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express words to feel in. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. Being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, I thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone, are you all ready with today's poems? Come on, will your timing be any worse? Sorry, just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there, Natsuki suddenly noticed how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright, guess I'll stop here for now. Close the book and hand it over to Natsuki. Just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but Monica just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Is that real alright? I say that mostly because I don't really plan on using my spare time to read this. I can get that feeling whenever my friend recommends a movie. I mean, I like the movies, but sometimes they feel like chores when being forced to watch it. Anyways, well, of course, it would take forever to finish if you didn't take it after home. Just finish that one before. Oh, I didn't. Tomorrow, and if it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? We only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall down on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose that's unnecessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. I'm more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it. Alright then, stand up. I'll turn to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book in my bag. Yuri. Let's see what you're written for today. Well done, Fred. Your skills are already improving. I got a poem homework I gotta finish. That's weirdly timed. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Because I want to finish this game because of how short it is. It's only like 4 hours. I mean, for you that means a lot. It's nothing. I'm just happy to inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry much if it seems like you can't get the poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't you feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears? Try letting your mind wander through your feelings. Write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate subject exercise. I see. That's certainly an interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have well, an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is it a poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as unordinary humor. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread. Have I read this? Gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious is well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The exciting beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. Bread, a lunging curiosity, the raccoon an urge. The incitements its phase. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eye of the raccoon friend. Sliced bread, fresh and soft, the raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto a newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. Lush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. That's the bread and feed myself again. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can believe to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and convey emotions through them. If I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, it means something that different people can relate to in their own way. I can skip this, but I don't want to. I want to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing. People make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Fred? Well, I guess I do. Like everyone has something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities, even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, I hadn't learned to embrace my own awareness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Oh, I like this one, Fred. Got some nice feelings in it. Oh, I can skip. I wanted to read. So apparently it's safe to skip. but I'm not gonna. I mean, I did skip. That means I was just like, maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. Never know. Wanna share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. Give my poem to Monica. Alright, I like it, Fred. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something not so good, right? She's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. See, now I can't skip. If you say so, yep. There are a lot of poems or stories out there that are no more than a few simple words. They're funny, endearing, or even sad. Sometimes they only feel a few lines long. Might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that apply for everybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki sounds kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in the poems. Might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get to meaningful. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. But anyway, wanna read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Let's take a look. Save me, the colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating, waveform, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sighing, closing in tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, playing on vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. It's November. Sorry. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. Kind of like playing with my space on paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the wheel. It's almost like magic. They always wrote the lines, make it short, make it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind or when something unexpected may happen. But is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Natsuki, I guess. Natsuki reads my poem. She keeps glancing at me, then back at the poem. By now, she must have read more than once. Aren't you supposed to be bad at this? Is that a compliment? No, I mean, Natsuki struggles to find a word she wants. I just expected a lot less after what you showed me yesterday, that's all. I guess I just got lucky with this one. Yeah, exactly. Just got lucky, you know? I'll get used to it. Well, always managed to write poems this cute. I mean, well written. No, so that's how it is. The poem is cute? No, why are you smiling? I don't like cute things. Natsuki shoves my poem back to me. Oh, reading it again. Decided that it's not good after all. It's too cute and Doki Doki. Literature club. It will only impress, girls who like those kinds of things. For some reason, Natsuki is incredibly easy to see through. Well, anyway, you're gonna read mine now, right? Judging by your tastes, you'll probably like it a lot. You'll probably learn something too. Don't forget who the real pro is. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy like... Oh. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm going to tell everybody. Oh, whoa. Poetry performance. Oh, wait. Okay, so we've seen this before. I hope. walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have really changed, but today Sayori's being a little quieter than usual on her. Hey Sayori. Sayori was facing out. I don't know what there. I was thinking about something earlier. I like how we get to, Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that not one day Natsuki asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You kind of put me on the spot here. Well, I'm still walking with Sayori. Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Natsuki? But she's so cute and fun to be around. Jeez, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Fred. You think about me too much sometimes. Natsuki would deserve it if she wanted it, so... Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating on something that's never gonna happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about, but I want to respect her and keep her happy, too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen at that time? Poem. Daydream. Laugh. Peaceful. Vibrant. Fluffy. Key. Massacre. Calm. Comfort. Passion. Destiny. Chocolate. Doki Doki. Pink. Sorry, there's a... Go away! There's a bug on my screen. Color. Puppy. Happiness. Amazing. Or joy, actually, this time. Philosophy. And excitement. So I think, oh man. Yeah, so that was definitely a repeat of the last day, except with the added Natsuki thing. Last to the club right here again. Don't worry, I just walked into. Are you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Why are you so tall now? Starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe without determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. Not our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. Sound like a bit of Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people. I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. This is also a repeat. Oh, never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't that as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me, where is Sayori anyway? There you are. Walk over to her. Yeah, this is... Hey, you! We'll look up to see Natsuki next to me. We're just gonna sit there and keep staring at nothing? There isn't that much time, so, sorry. Didn't mean to make you worry or anything. It's not like I'm worried. I was just... Glances down at her side. She's holding a volume of manga in her hand. That's right. Something just came for a minute, but we can get started now. Won't make you wait any longer. Jeez, you're making me feel like a jerk. If something is bothering you, then I can just tell me to leave you alone, and I will. I mean, assuming you didn't feel like talking about it or anything. Practically mumbles that part. I'm probably making it seem like a much bigger deal than it is. I've just been thinking about Sayori, that's all. Sayori? Thinking about her? Yeah, she seems pretty down today. She didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh, what's your cake sales? Well, first of all, you should really work on your phrasing. But anyway, you're her best friend, right? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Then in that case, I think you should trust her a little more. If she needed you, then you would be the first person she would go to, right? Well, I guess that's true. I mean, some people just have those days. You can always avoid it. If anything, she probably doesn't want you to be too worried about her because it's not important. Yeah, that's kind of what she said to me. Maybe it's not right for me to go against her wishes. Exactly. If she needed to worry about her, then it would be a lot more obvious. Yeah, I should have thought of that from the start. Also, if feels with the book she's holding in her hands. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Ah, don't get the wrong idea or anything. We've just been friends for a long time. It's normal to be worried about your friends. I mean, you were worried about me, so I was not. Jeez, if you're fine, then let's hurry up and get started already. Yeah. Okay, everyone, after some share our poems. Sayori, because this is when she's. Your best one so far is really nice, Fred. Thanks. Sorry, we've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright? This is when she goes home, right? Yeah, she went home. Yuri! I'm sorry if you want me to read all this. Okay? What happens if I press skip now? Well, literally nothing. Anyways, I'm sorry if you don't like me skipping, but I don't want to read all the stuff I've already read. You kind of get my point, right? I mean, I'm making hour-long videos, and it's the same dialogue, pretty much. But I also don't want to rush through it. You don't have to skip. This one's alright. Alright. Well, yeah. It doesn't blow me away, but there's nothing I really hate about it. It's just not really my style. I mean, that's fine. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from history. Okay, now I can skip. Oh. You can, Oh, wait. Because this is when I choose between... So I'm gonna save, yep. Something tells me I should go with Sayori. Because she's depressed. But Yuri. Helping out Yuri? Me? Look, I've already done this. My anxiety shoots through the roof, even though I've gotten pretty much used to handling her at this point. There's no telling what might have happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me that she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us? It's too early for that. Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off of it. Seriously, I can't wait. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've even been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. Putting her aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been really worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori says and what Monica said, it's really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me. No. I decided to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. Oh. Oh, I got chills. I know it. Oh. Oh, no. No. The house is quiet. Oh, fuck. I don't want to watch this. No. Oh. This is disturbing, and I haven't even... What? did such a good job at building it up. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's always strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori? Oh! I was worried for a second there. Hi, Fred. Sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not really much has changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. Oh, I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. Because I might end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Ah, that's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Yuri then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction, and if everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. Let me get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing after you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Fred. Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings. I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. It is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori, grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something's happening to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Haha. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Fred, but you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just going to make me say, aren't you, Fred? Guess I have no choice this time. Thing is, I've really had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a good reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like, and that's why I just want to make everybody happy. I've had anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to not just think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is it that you've never been told about? You wouldn't have told me about this. I almost feel like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you, even if there's only so much I could do. I would have tried a little harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Fred. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get close with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wanted to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're not that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, sir. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Fred, there's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything would be like it always was. But I was selfish. I always showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaking out Sayori's face. made you join the literature club because I was selfish, and I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And came here, and I made you hurt too, and I'm weak and I'm selfish. That's all I am, and that's why I'm going to accept these punishments, because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This time I pulled into a tight embrace. Fred, Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish, I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make enough friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. Please never underestimate how much I care about you. I won't have it any other way. Fred. Sayori is not going back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arm remains at her sides. She stops sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this, Fred. Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. All I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in here to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away, and if there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. Gently finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings for you. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain, but your hugs are so raw and warm. That's really scary too. Sayori lets me go, and she does, so I'll let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. Would you like for me to spend it all with you? That's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her tears. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. All days. This has to be the one where I have my own plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you do that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. A surprise. Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be a very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay, don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. Look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I still find myself feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see if there's something that makes me feel a moment of panic, and that's not being able to pronounce words. Yuri? Thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here, but I started to get real nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. I understand. I feel the same way. It should be some common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. See you around here. All the stuff with you. That's right. You managed to find everything I asked you to buy as well. Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it will be fine. I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. So clean. Clean before you came over, so that's very considerate of you to do. No, I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess. Oh, that's ironic. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. It would have been even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. Snatch Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening the desk drawer of mine. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrists. She puts both her hands firmly on her lap as if she's making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Yes. I'm having a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. You know, mood lighting. Aromatherapy candles. Oh wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I don't want to help take our guests to a faraway place, although maybe we'll stop by just out of curiosity and for cupcakes, so I guess I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. It's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Ah, intense. I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. Something that I like about you, actually. If that's so, that makes me feel relieved and kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I just bought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah, like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through a bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here, so I did. So I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be really neat. What's that woman thing though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. And is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection, it's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout out through a small hole on the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of glue is that one for? This is jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you flow through your body. If you're warm and your heart pounds don't you think that would be perfect for sharing my poems? Does that suitable? Well, you seem to know a lot more about this, so I'll trust your opinion if anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I like to do is write different words on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Yeah? What will those be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then, we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. It'll be beautiful. It will also catch the eyes of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside. It's really creative. I had no idea we were so good at this. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me or is she more relaxed than when it's just the two of us? I need to grab myself a drink because my throat is killing me. Maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. There's a marker, Fred. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I'm cutting the ribbons. Oh, alright. Sitting on the floor together, two of us get to work. Carefully draw different characters on each paper, doing my best to match my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to a desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Jeez, is she gonna stab me? The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched onto it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. It's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own. No, if you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright. Thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and feeling danger, maybe. Oh, what am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me. I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits me. It's kind of intense, huh? Besides, it's a real cool looking knife. I can't tell on that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully handed me the knife with the handle facing me. I I take it and turn it around my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife. My index finger. Ow. Fred, why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and she gives me a little closer look. Ah. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts her finger in mouth and licks the wound. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh, please forgive me, I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her face burning up. Yuri, this is the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little way and took me by surprise, but I guess she wasn't trying to. She was just freaked out, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. Oh, she doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. Oh, Fred, did you really just do that? Now that we're even? You just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. Time for a sweet aroma to jasmine oil. The air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Fred. Yuri giggles shyly. Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. Watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on paper. After we finish stretching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than expected, and I would be very effective as a door curtain. Looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Oh, thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. I read move on onto syntax. Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? Like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to put it by the paint tablets. Ah, that's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was to get a watercolor paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. If you mind fetching those for us, of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Well, just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cup too much, it will be too diluted. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-sized glasses. Put them on a plate to catch any paint drips, and bring it back into my room. Yuri? Yes? I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. Ah, nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in there or anything? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Very hurriedly, visibly, takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors for sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll add an inspirational color across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom and eat. What are you doing to write? Well, it will be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. You say so. Rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors around the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of funny, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. Me? I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even something simple like reading, it doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. feel that way about things like anime games, where it's simply sharing the experience with something that makes me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time because my head bumped into hers. Yeah, sorry. Yuri reels back, and I quickly lift my hand in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Ah, your face. There are droplets of pain on Yuri's mask and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, accidentally got pain on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. Rush out and fetch a small towel, then I dampen it up with hot water. I've returned to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Here, this feels weirdly sensual. Your eyes are pink, that's not natural. Or it is, apparently. Just really rare. Pat on Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Ah, something wrong? It's hot, I just didn't expect it. Sorry. Didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I started to protect my hand, but I saw Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Just for a little longer. It feels really nice. Keep my hand still against Yuri's neck, she looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in daze enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, halfway through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrap around my wrist, send a tingling sensation from my arm. Suddenly her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Ah, Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry. I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movement seems clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event as she's so inspired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finished filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. You're going to lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here and have you bring it in the morning. You can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? It's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. You say that like you're glad it's over. Was it wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? Oh no, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little more concerned about time. I need to make start meeting dinner soon. So we don't have any time left. We're secretly hoping that we would have extra time after finishing work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself, I think it would be irresponsible for me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. The important thing is that we get everything done, right? Yeah. So I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seems a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean it's the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I'll walk her out the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring up tomorrow. I will. Well then, Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait. I can't say that without thinking. About today. It's fine we didn't have as much time as we wanted. It's because we can do this again. Whenever we want, you can come over or we can go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so you're very thoughtful, Fred. Yuri takes a step closer to me and then briefly squeezes my hand. Whoa! Kinda like that about you. Well, I'm supposed to respond to that, but I don't even get a chance to. As Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori? Eh? Ah. Hi, Fred. Sayori. Just now, we weren't... It's okay, Fred. Just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Oh, really? That's too bad. Sorry. We'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's be fine, right? Of course. Sayori beams. Yeah, so... See you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, why she didn't want to come over today? Oh well, I tried to stay in my room, but my imagination was being ruined with me. So I had to come over here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy. You made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears stopped falling down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Fred? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart's bleeding in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Fred. If it wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put it out with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica was about what? Sayori. What I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making me unhappy. Something that makes me happy. Something I won't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But Sayori looks away, put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Fred. I'm really scared. I'm really scared of Sayori. I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Fred, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. Slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand on my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all the feelings, I know what you need the most right now. That's what I'm going to give to you. Sayori, I love you. Those are my true feelings. So there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner. Spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day helped me realize you truly are the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens, as long as we can continue like this every day. With you by my side, then I know we'll both be happy. Fred. Aww. Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms around me. Fred, is this really okay? Yeah. I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let me go me again. I love you, Fred. I want to be with you forever. Me too. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit. What is this? Sayori, I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would have been the happiest moment for me. Why? Even now, I want the rain clouds go away. They're not going away at all, Fred. It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I'll always be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now. Oh, okay. I'll trust you. Sayori and I slowly release each other, so I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know? I want everything to be the same as it always has been. Even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I could handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you best. Hey, Fred? Sayori gazes at me once again, smiling sadly. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sayori? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me you loved me, but that's why I wanted to trust you. You know what's best for me? Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her and she loves me, but I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. But I know that I'll give it everything I've got. Sayori is the most important person to me. I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. Oh, it's the day of the festival. I dropped a bunch of chocolates. Hang on. Oh, gotta clean up. Jeez, it's like a trash can. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori, but Sayori isn't answering. Oh. I considered going over to her house to wake her up, but I said that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The band Yuri and I painted is dry and are gently rolled it up to take it with me. She sent me a pleasant text, reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. By knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Fred, there's no music. Thanks for being early. That's funny, I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica's placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. It must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days this important she'd try a little harder. Oh no. Oh, you're gonna gently open the door. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. Suddenly I feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You should have taken a little more responsibility for her, Fred. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know. Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president, after all. But, I stammer, embarrassed. Decided to really tell her about it that quickly. We're a couple now. I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez, you don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Eh? Foreshadowing. Monica's being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I feel a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. Where's the sound? Where's the sound? Grab one of the pamphlets, lay it down on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. Flip through the pages. Each member's poems is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognize Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's the one I haven't read before. Get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But the poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. Ah, what is this? Reading a poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Red? What's wrong? Ah, nothing. These poems feel completely different from everything else I always written. But more than that, changed my mind. I'm going to get Sayori, so well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself, Monica calls out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I'm gonna save. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little harder. Sayori. It's not a big deal for at least wait for her. I'll help her wake up. Even a simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they've always been. That's all she needs. That's what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and I knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. Can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. That really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have enter a room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door